Hi, how's it going? So, welcome to our blog. We're going to be doing a little bit of everything. Normally, me and my wife Julia will be doing video reviews together, but for certain types of movies, it'll just be me. So, I just watched two movies this weekend. I watched Trouble Every Day and the just got released this year, a film called Night of the Virgin. So, just going to give my thoughts a little bit about those. Let's review, and we're just kind of like an opinion piece on both. So, starting with Trouble Every Day, it was definitely not quite what I expected. I have been a big fan so far of the French extremity movement. Oh, was that the right extremity? Okay. Anyway, French extremity movement. They gave us films like Inside, Martyrs, Frontiers, and Trouble Every Day is one of the films credited as being part of that genre, and it is definitely more out there, I think, than the other three films that I just mentioned. That follows a man on a honeymoon with his wife in Paris and the weird adventures he gets. Not adventures, it's just like he has to like go meet this other scientist about something that he's struggling with, while that scientist's wife is also going through the same epidemic that's related in a weird way to like sexual cannibalism. So it explores kind of some extreme subject matter and topics. The film didn't really click for me until like the very last part of it. It's one of those films that you had to watch all the way to the end. And then when I finally saw it all the way to the end, I still don't know if I like liked it right away. If it's really even a movie that you can like. It wasn't until afterwards that I liked it. And I think I had to think about it afterwards. Kind of like let it sink in. And once the pieces of the film started kind of coming together and how they interconnected, I felt that the film was a lot better. It's shot really in a very realistic way, so it makes it more unpleasant to watch than the other films I listed because it doesn't have like that kind of like modern sheen to it or like a more polished look. It has a very raw feel, which makes some of the scenes really unpleasant to watch, and it's not really a fun movie or even like an exciting movie in the way that like Inside or Mars is. But if you're into really gory movies and films that tend to make you think a little bit more, I would really recommend Trouble Every Day. It can be found on Amazon Prime. That's how I watched it. It's streamed on Amazon Prime. So yeah, there's that movie. The other movie I watched was also exploring sexual deviancy, but like from a totally different angle, called Night of the Virgin. And this film was a Spanish film, the other film being a French film. And Night of the Virgin actually came out this year, and you can stream that through Shudder, or you can rent it on video on demand. I watched it through the streaming service Shudder. It's another really weird, bizarre movie. It follows a man out on New Year's Eve who meets an older woman and goes home with her, and then through escalating events becomes trapped inside the house with her, or I guess it's an apartment, the apartment with her, because of her boyfriend outside the door trying to get in, and it just starts slowly escalating and goes in directions you won't think it's going to go into, and you're never quite sure what it's going to do. And I wouldn't want to ruin anything, but the ending is very crazy. Like, it's a hard movie to not give spoilers to, but it definitely falls in the camp of like, if you've seen maybe like Peter Jackson's early work, kind of like that, but way weirder and gorier. Like, kind of like if David Cronenberg, tried to make like a sex comedy. Like, the film definitely has a lot more like humor and kind of like winks and nods to the camera in a way that surprised me, like I wasn't expecting. And the film definitely has some twists and turns. Like I said, the ending is just completely like nuts. Like, nothing. I I was not expecting the ending at all, and it's really, really, really gross. To warn you, like the whole movie's really gross. Like, you'll know pretty quick if it's something you're gonna be able to stomach to an extent. But like, the ending is probably one of the most absurd and crazy endings I've seen in a movie for a long, long time. And you gotta stay to the credits a little bit too, because there's like a little like post part. So yeah, so So those are two movies I just watched recently. I'm going to just be kind of doing reviews of whatever I kind of watch, kind of like opinion pieces, like I said. And me and my wife are going to kind of do that together for movies that we've both watched. So, yeah, leave comments if you liked it, or if you'd like have videos you'd like to hear about, or if you'd like more in-depth reviews, just let me know.